Welcome, travelers, to the inventory gear list. This is all the stuff I've generally been carrying lately in the backpack as well as the little pack. Generally, I've been carrying a 2 liter, actually 2 little liter bottles. This is what a lot of backpackers use. Let's see what else we got up in here. We got some MTG cards. That's where I do the card draws. Another very important item that I actually just recently made was actually this wood board that I actually have in the back of this this backpack. And I kind of custom made this little wooden board. It's also, you can use it as a drawing board. I also have these things up in here so I can hang up drawings as well. And you can use this in conjunction with the painting easel right here. Besides that, see here, we also carry a bag of tech goodies. So we do have a bunch of just a bag of cords, cables, batteries. We also carry a bag of tools, a variety of tools. Basically fix my entire bike if it breaks on me, especially like the brakes and stuff. A lot of this stuff is actually for the brakes. I actually use 2 gallon Ziploc bags. I like using the gallon Ziploc bags just so I can see through it. But we do have some brake tools up in here. We have brake cable cutter. We got like this is for our tires. We got a set of Allen wrenches. Just a variety of tools, extra pegs up in here. This is for actually the grip tapes for the pegs. Got like a chain breaker. Let's see what else. We got a bunch of spoke wrenches and stuff like that. All right, what else we got up in here? We also have a little cut up brush thing just in case a spot is really sandy or a bowl is sandy. You can use this. I have used this thing, well used, to clean bowls and spots that are really sandy. We also carry, now this is actually kind of a very heavy item, but I do carry a set of metal pedals. The only reason why I carry these metal pedals is just because when I'm doing some pedal grinds, sometimes using the plastic pedals, even though I really do like the plastic ones because they're more quieter when you drop your bike, and also, you can grind things that are not waxed up. Sometimes I like using the metal pedals because sometimes there's those spots, man, where you do a pedal grind and you can't even hear you grinding. So that's why I use these metal pedals, and I keep them at the bottom of the bag. Yep. All right, moving on. Second pocket. Or actually, no, that's the third pocket. Second pocket, we have food. I've been carrying some food up in here. We have a spoon. I actually have been using this crazy backpacking food setup, which seems really gnarly, but I assure you it's actually pretty good. And I know why they use it, because it satiates you and you can get a lot of calories in, a lot of really dense calories. And one of the things that they do is they use it's called like a cold soaking method, and they use a little peanut butter jar, and this is dehydrated beans, which you can get at Walmart or any grocery store basically, and then also the minute rice, and you don't have to cook it. So basically all you do is you put water up to like 1/4 of this, and then you just fill it up with food. And a big one that they've been doing is they'll eat it with Fritos, and then they put olive oil in here because olive oil is packed with a bunch of calories. And this thing right here, this double meal combo, is just a calorie dense meal right there. Great for having a lot of sustained energy. So moving on, we also have the bag of I guess hygiene stuff. We have some allergy pills. We have body wash, sunscreen, shampoo, stuff like that. And then what we have is we have our little light, which this thing I use so much. I actually found this on the side of a sidewalk, which is so weird. I use this so much. It's actually crazy. I love using it just in the car. I love using it when I'm drawing. You can just hang it up right on the painting easel right there, and it's just such a good item right there. Which I didn't even buy that thing. I just found it on the side of the walk. I use that more than probably a lot of these other things. So second thing we have is we have most of our drawings up in here. We do have a lot of these drawings. We do like to draw up in here, right? because I'm not going to bring them all out. It's kind of windy a little bit. But we do like to draw. We do like to draw bikes and stuff like that. So we do have it all set up in the gallon plastic bag, which I use these things a lot. I also have this mini wooden board to help draw, to kind of stabilize things, and then a variety of clips up in there. And I think that's about it for that sector up in here. Now, let's see, what do we got up in here? This one we have a mini pump, just to pump up stuff. I'm trying to find one with a gauge on it. I would highly recommend to get a gauge, especially if you guys start getting into flatland BMX. Because tire pressure definitely affects a lot of tricks. And I do have a gauge with it. I do have like this little one up in here, but it's not ideal. It's actually very cumbersome to pump it up. You don't even know what PSI, and then you have to go check it and see if you're right. So if you can get one of these little ones with a gauge, even though it's a little bit bigger, I'd highly recommend that. And then other than that, I think we just have some big plier things, or big clipper things. And I think that's about it for this bag up in here. We have some zip ties, just in case I break the brakes. You have some zip ties up in here. Alrighty. Yeah, some more goodies up in here that were deep within the stash of the inventory. We also do carry an extra tube, as well as an extra cable. We are using the London mod for the gyro at the moment, so we can use some of the normal cables. Now, I guess if I do break that top gyro cable, I don't have the mod set up for that, because there is a gyro mod setup where you don't have to use this specific gyro brake cable thing, and you can just use 2 normal cables, but I don't have that set up, and I think you need a special Odyssey lever to use that setup. So we are going to be trying a new wash setup, and actually I picked this up from some ultralight backpackers as well as some bike packers, and just seeing what they were using on their trips, which it's crazy because there's some bike packers and also some backpackers that just hike for thousands of miles, as well as just riding their bike on these long expeditions, and all they use are just very minimal supplies. One of the interesting supplies that I found on a lot of videos that a lot of people were using is that they would use a microfiber towel for basically their entire body. Like some of these ultralight backpackers, they're actually just using one microfiber towel for their entire body, which is crazy to think about. Now, I did see now the ultralight backpackers don't use this, but I did see this from some bike packers, and that what they would use is they would use like a collapsible cup where you can gather water. And also you can use this cup, say if you wanted to refill your water bottle, you can bring this up, and say you can't put the water bottle in a funnel like that, you can actually use this now and gather water from there, from that spigot, and then pour it back in there, and also use this to help wash off a bit. By the way, these smart water bottles, I always saw like backpackers using them, and I'm like, I just kind of thought they were using them just because they look cool or something, but actually these smart water bottles are actually some of the lightest water bottles that you can use. Yeah, something about that. The other thing I forgot to mention is also, if you get this microfiber towel like super wet, you can also wring it out, and you can use this little clipper thing and clip it right there and just ride with it and help dry it off. All right, moving on to the little inventory. Now, I guess this bag would be the bag I carry basically everywhere. In conjunction, I also carry this bike lock with it. This is a mini, I think it's a mini bell lock. I like that it's chrome. I personally like the ones that look shiny and stuff like that, especially because if you have a shiny bike lock, it kind of glistens in the darkness, especially if you lock your bike up at night. I also sometimes carry around this giant kryptonite chain, and I actually tore off the fabric on there just so the chain was exposed, because I feel like it deters people. I don't know if it actually deters people, but I just feel like if you're locking something at night and they don't really see the lock first time, it's like they're maybe more prone to maybe looking around your bike, seeing if they can steal anything. And the thing about bikes, unfortunately, is that if you do have the tools, sometimes I'll steal your wheels, sometimes I'll steal your bars, your seat or something. So, you know, it's janky, but man, it's brutal that they do that kind of stuff. Okay, so in the bag, let's see what we got in here. In the first big compartment, I do carry this mini tripod thing where I have gotten a bunch of clips on this. It's kind of like, it's almost like this bag right here is a mini version of this bag right here. With this one, you know, we do carry around this one. Also, this is kind of nice in to add on to the painting easel, because sometimes you can get some different like elevation ones, how this one moves up and down. And we do carry around the Bible, a little Bible, a new little Gideon's Bible. We also carry around these mini drawings, a little notebook up in here, which is kind of nice because this is like the same size up in here. I like that. We also have a little power bank with a charging cable, and we also have another, this is a, for drawing. It kind of gives me a little bit of a harder surface to draw on, to kind of hold on to. The other thing that you can use is you can use this as a light box. So if you have a drawing up in here and you want to use a impromptu light box, you actually can just use the sun and put your drawing in the back and you have your light box right there. We do carry another set of toiletry, because it really sucks to go into a bathroom and it doesn't have that in there. We have our wallet, and then we also have this power pint, which I carry around this. Someone stole my Leatherman, but someone recommended that I get the PowerPoint, or the SOG, I think it's a SOG, yeah, SOG Power Pint. I think that's the name of this. But what's really nice about this is it has this like little drill bit thing. It also has a little compass on it, which is actually very strange. And other than that, on the little pocket, let's see, I think we have a toothbrush, cut down toothbrush. We have some toothpaste. We have a ruler for drawing. And also, I guess, basically, we have the stuff that we do the drawings with. Mechanical pencil, and then a Crayola colored pencil. And that's about it. And we have a pen. We also, I guess, we have one more item. This up in here. This I've been using a lot. This is actually the, it's like a mono zero little, it's like a mechanical eraser. I've been using, I haven't found something in my drawing process that I use a lot, and this is one of the items that I've actually incorporated quite a bit, quite heavily actually, in the drawing process. And that's basically what we kind of carry around.